Hello, welcome to Ladies Corner with T. She is the founder and CEO of Grow Women Leaders Global Incorporated and Grow Foundation. She's Tracey Barry, and she joins us to talk about the soft launch of our company, Grow Women Leaders. Hello, Tracey. Thanks for coming on to Ladies Corner today. How are you?
I'm doing good, T. How are you doing today?
Oh, we're good. We're here. We're good. So you recently had a soft launch of Grow Women Leaders. What was that like for you?
It's been good. According to the saying, it's been something that is we've been working on for the past 3 years. It was supposed to happen towards the end of the year, but due to the crisis currently happened, the pandemic, we thought we quickly look for a way to start offering the services. So it's been amazing. Now we're super busy now, so that means it's working. So yeah, wonderful.
Amen. When people like you say you're busy, what does that look like? Because I know you juggle motherhood, being a wife. What does it look like to be super busy?
Currently, we are a team of 6. Not even to talk about the students that we're managing and all that, and being a mother of 5, and my partner too. I always joke that he's my number 6. So my husband. So getting to take care of a teenager, and also, oh my gosh. So of course you can just imagine how that, and getting to run 2 companies at once, which is also here locally and also internationally. So you can imagine how that's going to look like, yeah. But all the same, we're getting it done a day at a time. I think that's all that matters, yeah.
Fair enough. So talk to us about your academy. So you've had a soft launch, and part of your plan is to train and equip women to be leaders locally, internationally, present now and in the future. Do you want to share some light about what that looks like?
Of course, it didn't just start overnight to say, oh, I need to have an academy or training academy for women. Of course, it started from the project that we did in 2017 and 18. Of course, we were able to speak to hundreds of women, particularly like minority women and immigrant women of, what is it? What is your story, the challenges, your accomplishments, and of course, the struggles. Based on that, when that was done, I was able to publish a book out of that. Based off of that, we were able to gather what can we be doing to support minority women in Canada so that integration into Canada shouldn't be that much. So after a long deliberation, a lot of research and speaking to people, that was when in order for us to grow women leaders, one of the components, that was just one of the components because it's got different pillars. We have different pillars on the growth. So one of the components was to be like a training academy. So hence we have to make that happen. So yeah, it's helping women train and recruit into different industries. Is also to support them in getting into a career of the choice that they're looking for. So yeah, that's what is designed to do, and that's what we're currently doing. And our first cohort is going to be happening September 8th. So that's another like amazing achievements. Yes.
You're really busy. So at the end of the day, when this cohort graduates, do they graduate with a certificate or some diploma? You're affiliated with colleges or maybe with the University of Alberta?
Yeah, we're having some collaboration with institution, but right now when they graduate, they're going to be having a certificate. And for that, the focus that we are training women into is employment, entrepreneurship, and civic engagement. So when you say what do you grow women leaders in, so the focus is employment, entrepreneurship, and civic engagement. Those are where we grow our women leaders in. And with the employment aspect, we're kind of also like a women leader search for organization looking to diversify the organization. So yeah, that's what it's all about. And yeah, with a lot of partnership and collaboration with organization out there, that's how we are able to get it done.
If there's any woman in this city that speaks to women on a day-to-day basis, that is 150% for women, that's Tracey Barry. Now, when you speak to these women, what do they tell you their challenges are? What is holding or inhibiting them back? And how is Grow positioned to help them overcome these challenges?
I, so as time goes on, we've able to understand that women are not homogeneous. Well, that means that every woman that I speak to will talk about the struggles from their perspective, right? And and it could be, I am not moving forward because of childcare. I am not able, though I am because we do a lot of minority women and immigrants. I just came from back home. My certificate, I was a doctor back home, but right here in Canada, I am not able to pursue that because of the requirement that is involved. Another woman can come and say, I'm going through a divorce, right? And now I have to, there's so many stories that come around me, emails that come in. So it's just different ways of tackling that. So that was also what presented itself when we were doing the project, hearing hundreds of stories from different women saying, this is what I want, this is what I should have done, this is what I should have done. So based on that, we were able to say, you know what, we are going to tackle the first 5 issues that women say they were facing, right? Which is where we are currently operating from. And then we are going to create a supported one-stop space. So what that means is a space that all these needs and challenges is going to be taken care of. Hence, that is what we've done, and that is what we're creating, and that is what we are still creating, building and supporting women at a supported one-stop space. And then when you hear our tagline, including to our mission, we say we are building women in leadership. That is what we actually want, targeting them to be all in one place, because they were just so tired of wanting to go for information. They were told to go there, and then they're told to say, oh, you have to wait on the waiting list. And then they're like, oh, the other information you're looking for is going to be on the other side. So go right now. So we're like, how do we start dealing with that? That's too much. So for an immigrant woman that has kids, or for an immigrant woman that is just coming to integrate, those are just too much work. So what we are doing right now, what makes us really different and unique in what I've been servicing, is that we've created a supported one-stop space where women can grow forward in their careers.
I mean, that sounds really awesome. And the way I'm thinking is, so let's assume I come into Canada. Let's assume as I've come in as an immigrant to Canada, my qualifications are pending, because we all know what this country is like, where nothing you bring pretty much is Canadian enough. And the only place that I could maybe find work is at Walmart, Costco, or let me see, Home Depot. Is that kind of like what you do? You help place women into all this temporary survival kind of like job?
You know what? I see what you're talking about, and that is what we are trying to deviate from. Those jobs that are not decent enough. It was just so painful when I sit with women across Canada during the days of Project 150, and how heartbreaking it was when they tell me, oh, Tracey, do you know I was a doctor back home? So what do you do right now? Oh, I'm just doing a support worker. Is that what you want to really do? And some of them along the line have already given up. They don't even want to pursue anymore, right? I have tons of stories that I could tell you, right? Every day of my life, when people get to know what I'm into, they just start telling me stories of, this is what I'm going through, this is what and when you see where they're coming from, it's so painful. So in order for that to happen, with our organization, we are doing industry-specific training, which is very different from having you. I just feel it's very demeaning. You know what I mean? So for like you telling an engineer coming from back home to say, oh, for you to survive right now, you have to, let me help you write a resume, and then you're going to go work with, that's what you got to do, So we try to get them into a decent job, where they feel pride, where they feel proud about going there every day. And for that to happen, it doesn't have to be really stressful. Like we're working with partners in order for that to happen. So yeah, that's how we do it. It's more of industry specific for at least giving them a sense of dignity and a sense of decency to be say, I'm proud to do this. So that's how we go at Grow Women Leaders.
Now, one of the things that you have going is a co-creative space where all this sort of training and mentorship carries on. And I know when any woman is signed up with Grow, you stay with them from the beginning of the process to the end. Do you want to talk to our audience about what that looks like in reality?
So what that looks like in reality is, okay, let's not forget about this. Being an immigrant myself to Canada and the challenges of what I went through, and a lot of women that I have seen that we came into Canada or immigrants, that was how my curiosity started to want to say, let me go inquire about the struggles that I personally was going through. Is that what this person from other background, or is it just because my accent wasn't right? Is it because I'm a Black woman? You have all this curiosity, right? So hence, I went into inquiries myself. So what that's not meant to lead to was to say, you know what? Even when we talk about gender inequality, the problem, the reason why we still keep going back to this is this idea of wanting to always do equality for everyone, right? Whereas for me as a mother of 5 now, I always give that example every time I speak about this, right? If I was given the opportunity to say, oh yeah, you're gonna be the CEO of this company, right? I will need additional support to keep going on a daily basis. Not just a one-time support that will say, oh, that's it. T, are you frozen or you're still there? Hello? T? Okay, I think I should take over now and start hosting because I think we just lose T here. If you can hear me, can you get back on right now? Hello?
So we're having some trouble with our internet connection tonight.
Right.
This is we're gonna take a commercial break.
Okay.
Oh well.
Commercial coming. Sorry guys, there's technical difficulties happening right now. So I think T is trying to navigate herself out of there. There you go. She's back on.
This is the first time we're having internet. We're having like a breakage like this, which is really interesting. I think we should take a commercial break now. We can breathe in and out. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Sorry about that. We've never ever had an internet outage like that, but hey ho, life is not perfect. Things like that happen. We're cool. If you're just joining us, please like and share our page. She's Tracey Barry, and she is the founder and CEO of Grow Women Leaders and the Grow Foundation. And she joins us to talk about the services that they offer women. Sorry about that, Tracey, and thank you so much for your staying time. Thank you. So before we were talking about you were saying industry specific roles. Yeah. And you're telling us about when you came into the country, you experienced the problems and you fashioned Grow to be able to deal with the problems you encountered as an immigrant.
Correct. Yes. Thanks for cueing me back in. Exactly. That was how we started. It wasn't just me. It was the women that was around me. It was the women that was taking note of just how difficult it was to integrate into the society. And hence, my curiosity led me to do the personal research. So yes, and then that was where all the services started coming from. But we're trying to kind of navigate from that, or deviate. I rather say deviate from that way of telling women to go start from the bottom. Bottom means like you have to go become a cleaner, you have to go start flipping burgers, you have to. So we give them the decent job that we feel we help with their dignity and pride, and that is why we kind of focus on more industry specific training with our partners.
Yeah. Thank you, Tracey. There's so many women in this city that do, like, we've got so many organizations. What are your unique selling points at Grow?
Our unique selling point, it's a lot. It's a lot that we offer. It's that ability to being with you from the beginning to the ending. It's a choice. It's an ongoing, because we believe that this is an ongoing empowerment. It shouldn't just be, oh, come over, get my course done, and you're good, and you pay me thousands of dollars or whatever, hundreds of thousands. It's you being part of a community from the onset to the ending of wherever you feel I'm empowered enough. So it's the seed principle. That's another trademark stuff under our. So the seed principle that we apply to whatever we do. The seed principle, which is support, encourage, empower, develop. The seed principle is what guides us. The principle is what makes us feel to help women navigate life, business, career, whatever they're trying to do that makes us different. And that seed principle entails a lot of tools, resources, and information that every woman needs. And not just with me, with our amazing partners that we've been able to bring on board and still bringing on board.
All right. I mean, when I look at you, you don't mess around. You are my definition of an arrived woman. And when I grow up, I want to be exactly like you, and I want to do the steps. I'm thinking the first thing to do is to register at the Grow Women's Leader 2.0 online course to get me in shape, to get me organized. So do you want to tell our audience? I want to thank you, people watching. Thank you so much for supporting LadiesCorner. Please share our content, by the way. Lots of you watching, tuning in tonight to watch your very own Tracey Barry. I'm the founder and CEO of Grow Women's Leader. So if I sign up tonight to GWL 2.0, what should I expect to see? What's going to happen there tonight?
So what that means is that you're coming in as a beginner or you're coming in as an advanced. But what that means is you being able to have access to mentors online. Doesn't matter where you are. We come in once a month to come train women or men. So because this is not just women only. So
it's also for men.
Yes, right. So to train them on what's important is that you're in business or you are in an employment or you're in civic engagement. So you're always going to get that support from there. So we have amazing mentors and coaches that will always support you. So depending on the membership that you get. So it's that on-set demand programs that you're going to be getting, because we have on-demand programs that we put in there as well that we always is a tool and resources online. So that's what it is. And once a month training, and also a lot of conversation, a lot of information that you need in order to start, because for you to move on is the information that you have that matters, right? So Grow 2.0, Grow Women Leaders 2.0, make sure that you're up to date with that. So yeah, go ahead and sign up and you will be part of an amazing community online.
So can you talk to us about how to join? What do we need to join? Do I come to your house tonight for maybe
online? www.growwomenleaders.com, where you're going to have access to all the information. So we're saying right now for the September co-op, The cohort happening. We're currently accepting application for that. Gosh, if you know anyone that knows anyone that knows anyone, you should tell them to go right away. If you want to get started right now, for you to be part of the amazing community right now is to go online and just go sign up for the Grow Women Leaders 2.0. So let's get that going. So all the application is online. When we do, one of our experts is going to get back to you with calls and follow up right away.
Okay. And one final question before you go. Everywhere I go in this city, people are talking about grants, funding, money. And people talk about money for two main reasons. One, there's either a shortage of money, or two, a...
Oh, I think we're moving T again. Are you still there? Right.
Money, and they want to tap into it. Can our internet... Okay, so I'm asking about your microfinancing. What's that? Oh my goodness, this never happens. It's always the first day.
Yeah, it's always a force. It's just the influence of people using the internet. So I think I caught you a little bit there, what you were trying to say. You're asking about
microfinancing.
Oh, yes. That is another program that we've been doing so successfully in Africa, right? And there is a reason for that. So we're looking to integrate that as we go with the program, the cohort from September. So it's not for everyone. You have to be a member of Grow, and I've gone through some program with us before that can be considered. It's not much. It's just that whatever we get in, we're sharing to women that has amazing idea, because we understand that a lot of women have difficulties, and particularly when you are a minority, you're just new to the country, a minority having access to money. So we're kind of using that to kind of support them until they are able to be qualified for a better grant and all that. So there's a lot of process that it entails. It's going to be starting officially in September for consideration. So the application, once it's open, it's open. But on the other hand, information is what is important. If they are people everywhere, women everywhere, of course, as a business person or whatever you're doing into project or wherever, finances is what people are always looking after. So our program, the Blow Up phase of entrepreneurship, kind of talk about how to get support, the funding that you need to grow your business or to establish your business. So that's one of the programs that you can look into. And there's a consultation for that right now. So you will be able to have all the information and everything that you need to get all those fundings. But something that I started noticing as the pandemic is currently happening, and with the COVID-19 and all the consultation calls that I have been getting, is how many organizations or small businesses are not currently set up. So because of that, many of these women that are supposed to be getting a lot of support from the government right now, that are been in business for a while, are suffering, right? So we see that was just it's something that is happening. So it's making sure that I think by now you know by now that many people, if your business is not set up properly, there is no how you're going to qualify for grants, for loans and all that. So we also help women to set up their business properly in order to be able to qualify for all the fundings that is out there. We show you how and teach you what to do and all that. So that's another thing that you look for. So for you all out there, for women out there that you say you're in business, make sure you put effort into setting your business correctly. All right?
When you say setting up, is that registering, getting an accountant, getting a lawyer? Is that kind of stuff you mean?
Oh, even into details more than that. It takes a lot of work. And some people just let it slide. But they just say, oh, I'm in business. And now all the calls that I'm getting is, oh, I'm supposed to be getting this. I'm supposed to be getting this. And when we ask the question, what is it like? What have you done? And there's always like this gap there that has been happening. And of course, we never go by that. So with that, for me right now, another way that I'm telling women is to say, make sure that your business is set up correctly. And if you need help, this is what we're also here for. And that is also done in the startup phase of business for you to know.
Before we let you go, I've been babysitting. I've been babysitting my my sister's children, and she only has three. And sometimes they do my head in, as in, oh my God, the scribbles, the fighting, the noise, and you have fun. What's one tip for, for women? Oh my goodness, who have their hands filled with these noisy little children?
It's African. No, it's African style. Now it's working for me, so I don't know if it's working for me. It's gonna work for you, so I can't give you a tip on that. Just
All right.
I don't know. It's a lot of work, and kudos to all the women out there currently going through this phase. It's not just you. It's you see. Sometimes I come online, and my voice is so kind of husky and all that. It's screaming every day. You know, it's what it is. We all are doing it. So thank you so much, Auntie, for being an amazing auntie. I don't even have that help right now. So
Yeah.
a day at a time. You know.
About being amazing. I know about that.
You see what I mean? So when you see my voice being husky sometimes, and just know that it's not easy. I have five and I have to stop it. Oh no,
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
no way, no way, we get it done. Amazing, Auntie. You're fantastic, huh?
Women, to be honest, I do nothing. I probably just stay on my laptop all day and I watch them. I think women who have more than one children are angels. You are five. You're like a multiple angel. You're a celestial being. We thank you so much.
Just it just comes down to when they go to college now. But all the same, every morning I just wake up. I'm like, God, let me do anything I can do. Give me the power, the strength, and all that. Amen. And then you go to work and just take it. You know,
That's
1 minute at a time and 1 second at a time, and before you know, it's time for bed, and that's what it is. And to do, my kids are all playing the competitive sports and the soccer stuff and all that. So yeah, you got to do what you got to do, but it's working.
all right then. You're Tracey Barry. You're a phenomenal woman. Above all women, you've done excellently, and I thank you so much for taking the time to come on to Ladies Corner to talk about your foundation, to talk about Grow Women Leaders, and the kind of support you're offering to all women and men who want to take their lives to the next level.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, T, for having me. You are doing amazing, amazing work. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I'll keep sharing. I'll keep sharing. Love you so much.
Your time. We're gonna take one more commercial break, and when we come back, we have the maiden to do some social marketing for us.
All right.
Bye bye. Hey, welcome back. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Welcome back to Ladies Corner with T. This is an informative and educational show. We also try to entertain you. We just had Tracey Barry, the founder and CEO of Grow Women Leaders and Grow Women Foundation. Coming into the studio now is Mr. Dixon Maiden. He joins us to talk about social media marketing. Is my boss, is the producer of this show. He is Mr. Maiden. Hi, Dixon. How are you?
How are you? How are you?
Oh my goodness, we had two, not one, we had two internet outages today. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. But it's okay.
Well, it happens, in the technical world. You never know what happens, but at the end of the day, it's not going to make you stop, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, the producer of LCC Media, you're my boss, and there you are with $1 million smile. What can we do for you today, sir?
No, I know a lot of people are watching and they're wondering, like, oh my God, they see commercials which are happening on LCC Media, and they said, well, you know what? We know that right now a lot of people are transitioning into the Facebook marketing world, and there's a lot of hiccups where small business owners, they are facing challenges to market their products, especially people with restaurants, products, or anything like that, right? So just to shout out to people saying that, you know what, we're building a platform where you can market your stuff, and a lot of people in Edmonton, Calgary, it doesn't matter where they are, as long as they have a Facebook account, they can see it. So yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna come on. We talk about social media marketing to see how we can help the community. We know that there's a lot of people who got businesses, so I know there must be business owners watching right now. So if you're a business owner and you're watching right now, you might want to comment what you do, what is your restaurant, and where you're watching this from. That way, we can see how we can help you so that we can market your products, because we want people to shop local. So yeah. Otherwise, Miss T, how was your day today?
Other than the internet outages, I thought I had a pretty a pretty quiet, a pretty good day. No drama. I'm here at my sister's house, and she's got she's got a house full of kids.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a good day. What about you? You're home early?
Yes. So today it's been raining. The weather in Edmonton this summer, it's not that good to us. But at the end of the day, it's summer, right? So we can't really complain.
Yeah, we complain all the time, don't we?
We do.
Humans
are never really satisfied, right?
Sorry?
I said human beings were never really satisfied with what we get. We always need better, more.
That's true. I wanted to touch on what you said about the commercial, and today's a special day, July 23rd, because this is the first time on this show. We were doing so well before COVID in terms of commercial, and then COVID struck, and it set us a couple of months back, and today's the first time we launched with the commercial that we've been playing, and I think it's worked so well. And what we are saying tonight is, if you'd like to come on our show, we have the reach. We have people who watch us regularly. We're a business show. We want to support your business in Edmonton, in Calgary, in Alberta. Why don't you let us do something like this for you? So in case you missed it, I'm going to go on ahead, Dixon, to replay this. Actually, I've got several of these small videos that you've made. But for some reason tonight, I'm not able to attach it. God help me. I'm going to try now. But why don't you wait and watch this small advert, okay? Hold on. Be right back.
Wow, that's amazing. I know a lot of people, they have businesses and they're like, how can we leverage social media? It sounds crazy. Some people think that it's hard, but at the end of the day, all you have to do is reach out to LCC Media and get your content on the screen, because the more people who can see your stuff, the more clients you're gonna get.
Absolutely.
So if you're a business and you're struggling for clients right now, think about this. How many people are you showing your products right now? How many people are you showing your craft? You have to show people that you're still open. And even though we are in a pandemic, we have COVID-19 going on right now, it doesn't mean that your business have to stop. Because if you stop, this is the time to actually grow your business, because you have the time to do it. So if you never thought of social media, well, here's the news to you. Most of the business are gonna go to social media.
Oh yeah.
And all your clients, guess what? They're on social media. So every person in Edmonton have a Facebook account, and they're gonna come across these amazing videos, and they're gonna come to your shop and buy. So it doesn't matter whether you're selling stuff online or whether you have a shop. It doesn't matter. It still stays the same. Marketing, right? So you wanna market your business. So don't just sit in your house thinking about marketing. Thinking about marketing is not gonna market your business, right? So I like the commercial. I think I added another one. Let me see. Yes, I added another one. So this barber shop is a newly opened barber shop in Edmonton. It's in the south side on 50th Street. So I know that a lot of people always drive down to 118. Not that I'm trying to drive traffic away from 118, but I'm saying that instead of you going to wait in a line, instead of you going to drive far away from Southside, there's a place where they do braiding, where they do, haircuts right here in the Southside, right? So you want to be able to go somewhere closer, get your haircuts done, and most of the time you don't even have to wait, because most people, they wait, right? You're gonna have to wait in line. You're gonna have to waste time sitting there. So you want to be able to just walk in, get your hair cut, or get your hair braided. I know a lot of women love their hair braided, right? So yeah.
Okay, I mean, one question most people ask about social media is, why do I need to come on a platform like LCC Media to promote my business when I can do it myself? And I've got to ask you, Mr. Maiden, this question. What is our unique selling point? Why do you think people should come on LCC Media to get their businesses out there when social media is a do-it-yourself kind of network?
Well, here's the thing. Doing it yourself, yes, you can do it yourself, but it's going to take you longer. So the longer you're going to try to figure out how to make content, you might as well come to LCC Media. We do it for you, right? It's not going to be an arm in the leg. We know that everyone is in pandemic, and we want to market your business. And the thing is, LCC Media have built a platform where there's a lot of people who are in Edmonton, surrounded Edmonton, and most people are going to share the content on their Facebook. And what that does is going to make your business go viral. A lot of people are going to see it. And if we show people, let's say 7,000 people, they see your ads on LCC Media. On those 7,000 people, let's say maybe 50 or 100 are going to come in and shop. And what happens is that if you're not marketing yourself, and here's the thing, just because you put an ad doesn't mean someone's going to come to your shop right away. But what happens is, if someone sees something, so like right now you saw an ad for Black Gold Empire cuts. The moment you're going to drive next to it, your subconscious mind is going to be like, oh, I saw that ad somewhere. Let me go see what it is.
Yeah, why don't we, we're talking about Go Black Barber, why don't you let me play that commercial, okay? be right back.
So I added two. So play the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you can see.
Yeah, welcome back. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was really good.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's content, and there's more content which is going to come out. So if you have a business, so I know that there's most people who are running their business from their houses right now, and the only way you're going to get more clients is to market yourself. Okay, and you're gonna make marketing complicated just by overthinking about it. Here's the thing: you need clients. It's simple. The only way you have a business is because you need more clients. Every business in Edmonton needs more clients.
Yes,
The
sir.
only way you're going to get more clients is going to market yourself. We know that, yeah, word of mouth really works. It works because people say good stuff about you, but it's limited. That's why we come to social media marketing where you can actually because a lot of people goes and watch live videos and they see us LCC media streaming and they engage, right? So if you like our content which we put this commercial, please comment, please like it, and please share the content because next time it might be your commercial which is being played and you want other people to share it. Right? So please share it. It's not going to cost you $1 or anything like that, just to hit share, because that's how we're going to grow all the businesses in Edmonton.
I mean, it begs the question, D, why are you passionate about supporting Yeg's businesses? What is it with you and their businesses?
Because what happens is, okay, I'll tell you this. I'm a small business. I'm a business owner myself, and I have a lot of people who support me in everything I do. And most of them, they support me not because they want anything from me. They support me from the bottom of their heart because they know that if I succeed, I can be able to go and lift other people.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's all the idea is to make sure that we lift each and every person who got a business, because if you have a business, you're gonna need more clients, and it's all involved with. Because I'm not gonna be able to do every business in Edmonton, right? So the best thing I can do for you is I can help you to market your business, your products, right? So how are we going to do that? You contact LCC Media, you tell us how you want your business to be marketed, right? When you contact LCC Media, we look at all the areas we can help you to market your business. So that's all. That's why I support a lot of businesses, because a lot of people support me too. So why not give back, if I can?
I guess, did you see me just do like this? Did you see me do like this? Because
Yes.
the comments are coming in and I didn't notice until now. So we're getting thank you guys. Keep up the good work. So that's just amazing. If you'd like your advert to come up on our streaming, if you would like us to promote your business for you, LCC Media is the way forward. I'll just stick our email here. What else can we do for people?
So, especially right now, with what's going on, you have to make sure that you are not overspending your money.
True.
Because we don't know how long this COVID is going to go on for. So you want to make sure that you watch a little bit about your spending, And for those people who are especially in Edmonton, support locally if you can. Don't go out of your way to spend the money you don't have just to try to please other people, because it's not going to help your family, right? So you want to be able to just make sure that you keep it, in the circle.
Okay. Okay. Do you have another one for me to play?
Should
I play that again for people just
No, I'll put the one that says braids. You see the one that says
Is that a different one? All right then.
It should be a different one. Try it. Let's see how it goes.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So I attached one for you. There's one we were doing when we were doing the Ladies Corner show.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah. So that's the thing, guys. Like what I'm saying, you have to make sure that you're marketing yourself. And, if you don't market yourself, it's going to be hard for you to get out of there. So if you have a business, don't be shy. Comment in the comments below. What is your business? Where are you watching this video from? And if you want to market your stuff, don't hesitate to reach out, because the only way you're going to get in front of people is going to be social media. Because right now, you can't even go outside and market your stuff because of social distancing. Right?
Videos.
So it's all about social media right now. So you want to be able to put your stuff in front of people, because remember, every profile on Facebook have a person behind it. So which means that person might be looking after your business. They might be saying, oh, you know what? I want to go get my hair braided, and they don't even know where to go. So if you don't show people what you're about, no one is going to know what you're about. So there might be some people who are selling hair products, or there might be some people who are doing, let's say, selling makeups and stuff and whatever. If you don't market yourself, no one is going to buy, right? So you want to leverage social media. Just don't come on social media just to watch people gossiping about whatever is happening in the community and whatever. Use social media to your advantage so that you can either inspire people, you can either market your stuff, and you can either help the community, right? So,
I mean, yeah, the thing about social media is either you're in or you're out. You either want to do it or you don't want to do it. And what we're doing tonight is we're saying, okay, we make videos, we can make videos, we can help the plug-in for your business. We're not expensive, we were so expensive, and we have the reach. So I'm going to ask you, what is LCC Media's reach like?
So I've seen the reach almost was 22,000. So which means 22,000 people in Edmonton have seen something to do with LCC Media.
That's right.
And if you have your content there, 22,000 people are going to be able to look at your stuff. And I don't know, I'm not going to promise you how many people are going to come and buy anything, but you want to be in front of 22,000 people if you have a business.
On a weekly basis, yeah.
So imagine how many people can go in a store like Walmart in a day, right? Imagine if you just open for 2 seconds, and how many people would go there, right? That's why sometimes they open almost like for 14 hours in a day to make sure they get more traffic. So you want to be able to put your products in front of more people. The person who puts their products in front of more people wins. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
If you can put your product every single day in front of 22,000 people, that's not even a question I should be asking anybody. Would you do it? Would you want to put your products in front of 22,000 people? Because that's a reach, right? And I know that is going to go almost to 50,000, right?
Oh yeah.
Because it's only about consistency. Are you doing? Are you capable of doing it? And the main thing is, even though we can put all your content on social media, when you get clients, are you going to follow up with them? Are you going to be able to sustain those clients? So if you don't want to grow your business, then this platform won't be for you, because you're gonna get in front of a lot of people, right? So if you want to grow your business, this will be the platform where you can leverage social media. Like I say, don't just go on social media to look at what is this person eating, or oh, where is this person traveling to today? Yes, we get it. Social media is for people to have fun and whatever, but leverage it for your business too while you're at it. You're on social media anyway. Like most of the people, you have WhatsApp, you have Instagram, you have Facebook, right? So why don't you leverage that, platform? So I put another one you did way back.
Yeah, I was just saying, let's take a short break and listen to yours truly in this advert. Oh my God. Oh my God. Imagine having a business with absolutely no visibility online. Can you imagine losing money because you are absent from social media? Hello, my name is T, and I'm the founder of LadiesCorner Media. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to be afraid anymore, because my team and I are ready to begin the journey with you online. What can we do for you? We can get you the visibility that you need. We can get clients and customers to your doorstep. Losing money sucks, we all know that, but you can start the journey today to stop hemorrhaging financially. What do you need to do? Send us an email at info@ladiescorner.ca. We'll be happy to give you more information. The email again, info@ladiescorner.ca. Our email has changed, by the way. It's now lccmedialimited@gmail.com.
Yeah, so you've seen that, right? So that's some of the content you can put. And the other thing is, I was going to talk to people about on the 22nd or on the 21st, right? The 21st of August, we're launching a workshop. We're doing LCC media workshops in Edmonton here, but due to COVID-19, we're going to make sure that all that stuff will come online. So if you want to be part of that, if you want to educate yourself, if you want to know how to stretch your dollar, know how to make sure money can work for you, if you want to leverage how to start a business, how to do your books, right? Because we often get carried away just by, people will be like, start a business. You have to know how to manage it. You have to know how to manage your money. You have to know how to get from point A to point B. The only way you're going to do that is you're going to educate yourself, right? So we have LCC media workshops, which is coming through, and you're going to see a lot of commercials about it, because we want to make sure that we're taking over Edmonton. This is not just we're not playing no more. We're not playing, because at the end of the day, it's either you're with us or you're not. But we're still gonna keep moving ahead, because we know that social media marketing and making sure that we can educate the community, right?
It's a good thing you mentioned LCC Media Workshops, Dave, because that's why you're a producer. Because, oh my God, it's, I didn't even think to say anything about it. But you're right. And we have amazing speakers for, say, August 21st to 22nd. When is it?
Oh, it's the 21st. It was, I just kind of.
It's Friday, August 21st. And we said what time?
It was 8 p.m. So all the details are going to come through after this weekend. And you have to register, because we only have certain not a lot of tickets for the event. So you have to register, grab your coffee, sit down, grab a notepad. It's free information, right? So here's the thing. If you can educate yourself while you're in your house, this is the time to do it. You actually have too much time because you can't visit, you can't go and gossip with your friends and whatever. Take this opportunity to educate yourself so that if the COVID goes away, when it goes away, you can go out and do what you were destined to do, right? So you want to be able to take this amazing opportunity to do that.
I mean, yeah, that is also true, and we have a lineup of amazing speakers. We have an accountant who is a CPA who will be delivering a course for us on the basics of starting a business the accountant's way. She's called it Business 101. She'll be taking you through the apps you need to start your business, whether or not you need to keep your business receipts, how to record your mileage for your business, how to do a business plan, how to find a good accountant, how to write financial, what you need to get your financial statements together. So and our very own Dee will be doing a solid course for us that night on social media marketing. Oh no, you're not doing. You're doing financial literacy. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, social media marketing is another day. We're gonna pick a date for that because I know a lot of people right now are sitting in their house like, how can I go on Facebook? How can I put my stuff in front of people? Well, here's a good news for you. Go follow LCC Media.
Oh yeah.
No, you're gonna miss the information.
Oh yeah.
On the notifications when we go live, you can see it.
Oh yeah.
And make sure you share the content so that your friends are going to see it too. Because when we put amazing information out there, don't be selfish to keep it for yourself. Learn to share the information.
Oh yeah. And there's a comment here from Michelle. She said, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for taking the time to leave us a comment. This is a promo, really. And we're just trying to let you
know. So I added another video I saw in my archives.
It's time for a break. We'll see you right when we come back.
Yeah, that one was a show. And the other thing is on Sunday, guys, I always do a talk show live in the barbershop. Let's talk in the barbershop. So I'm gonna be live on Sunday too. When I have a couple guests. And T, you agreed to come.
Yes, sir. I'll be Daddy.
The barbershop on Sunday.
I'm on direct. It's in my calendar, so I'll be there.
Yeah, and then this is or a platform for you guys to make sure that you can market your business, your content. So if you're stuck in content creation, like, what do I need to market my business? Just reach out to LCC Media and we can help you to make sure that you have great content. We can create content from scratch if you want, right? And we can market it as well. And then if you want to learn how to do Facebook ads and all that, don't worry, we're going to do a workshop for that because we know that it's important to your business. It's important to your success. So we're going to be able to put it out there, and then you can come in the workshop, take notes, So if you're watching this right now, can you please comment where you're watching this from? If it's a replay, please write replay in the comments so that we know that a lot of people are rewatching this, right?
That's correct. I mean, in terms of something, we're getting comments flashing. Did you do that, Dee? Oh my God. Did you do that?
Yes. So yeah, that's amazing technology, right? So you can,
Yeah, that's so
the
cool.
amazing technology. If, like I said, you want to reach out to LCC Media, so we have the email address right there, where you can send us an email, text T if you want, and we want you to support local, right? So because supporting local is important. Why? Because you want to keep the money in the local businesses. That way, our economy in Alberta doesn't really crash so much. We know that we're going towards a recession, but the only way you're going to recover from this is if you have a business, keep marketing your business. I'm just going to give you a couple of business tips. You can keep marketing your business. Um, Keep going after your dreams, things you want to do in life. Okay, so that's probably about it. So please comment, like, and share this video so that um, we know that our content is actually getting out there. And T, I was going to ask you about the magazine. You never talked
Yes,
about the magazine.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, dear, you're amazing. Right. I don't know why I like to promote other people, and many times I struggle to even say, "Hey, we are the publisher of this beautiful, glossy magazine called Ladies Corner." And the first edition was published in 2017,
Mhm.
no, 2018, and this came out Christmas 2019. And we have a summer edition coming out in about 4 weeks' time. And it's such a beautiful magazine. Every page of it, that's Zara. That's a page, they took that page, Zara Beauty Supplies, and big ups to them. They are one of our sponsors, D, on the
Yep.
summer edition. And that was the production team at that time, because it's a real life magazine you touch. I have copies in my trunk, and we are still distributing. We got stuck because of COVID, and those are the powerful women that we produce this edition with. And that is my humble self. Where am I? Right there. So it goes on, and you can publish you can promote your magazine. You can see Tantalizers African Express right there. She's one of our gold sponsors. I mean, if you'd like to be a sponsor of our summer magazine, if you let us know, we can just about squeeze you in. So many adverts in the magazine. We had Bella Vita Laser Clinic. They were a sponsor on the last edition, as you can see. There all these women on the front cover were sponsors. I can go through the pages of this magazine, tell you something amazing about each of these women. There's Alison Clark. She is an author. She's a businesswoman. She's a poet. And she's Edmonton's number one writer of color in this city. And she ought to be recognized and glorified as that. So you can see all these amazing businesswomen who grace the cover of our magazine, and there you see our own ad at the back, and so many ads as you go through it. So if you like to, Matha Fox here, she has a Mary Kate business. So many women and men in this city who chose to advertise with us. So yeah, if you like to sponsor us, LCC Media at LCC Media Limited at gmail.com. They'll be happy to. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, I love you, D, tonight. You're like, oh, on fire. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like to sponsor this magazine, we got distribution up and down the city. We've got yeah, we've got you covered. You name it. We've got you covered. So send us an email if you like to feature. Yeah, and thanks D for that, for urging me to throw that in. We are the publishers, honest to God, and it's something I don't often say. But there you go. That's the magazine. It's a part of what we do at LCC Media. Why don't we take a short break now? Let's see myself again as I tell you a little bit about what we do. Stay right there. Don't go away. with absolutely no visibility online. Can you imagine losing money because you are absent from social media? Hello, my name is T, and I'm the founder of LadiesCorner Media. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to be afraid anymore, because my team and I are ready to begin the journey with you online. What can we do for you? We can get you the visibility that you need. We can get clients and customers to your doorstep. Losing money sucks, we all know that, but you can start the journey today to stop hemorrhaging financially. What do you need to do? Send us an email at info@ladiescorner.ca. We'll be happy to give you more information. The email again, info@ladiescorner.ca. Hey, 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 hey.
So guys, you want to put your content out there. I'm going to say a little bit about content before you go to your topic. So like I said, you have to put your content out there for people to know what you do, who you are, and what is your business about. And the only way right now, especially with the COVID-19, we all know that, with the social distancing, it's going to be hard for people to market their business. And right now, we know exactly what you need to do. You have to go on social media. So you might be feeling like, oh, you know what? I'm scared of Facebook. I'm scared of Instagram. I'm scared of all these social media platforms. But here's the thing. If you want more clients, you have to go online. That's it. You have to go online. So you want to make sure that you are online. You are getting your clients to see your craft every day. You can market yourself in the way you desire, right? So yeah, that's my little rant about social media.
I want to use this opportunity to mention our sponsors. You can see them on the text scroller at the bottom of this page. Mm-hmm. We have Tantalizes African Express, and on Sunday, my sister was going to take me there for dinner. I don't know what happened. But you want to stop by Tantalizes African Express for some nice soul food. And what she does is she covers the entire African continent. It's organic, it's fresh, it's healthy. It's made right there, and then it's really good. I want to say a big thank you to Alta Pro Royalty. They're one of our platinum sponsors. They are a property development and firm, so they guide you to buy and sell your own property. Mm-hmm. That's Alta Pro Royalty. I want to say thank you for sponsoring our summer magazine. There's Canagen Inc. I want to say about Laura Phil. She, right when we started the magazine, she caught into the vision straight away. She was one of the first women to lend a hand of support. And of course, RCCG, Rema Chapel, I want to say a big thank you. Thank you so much. When because of COVID, several of our sponsors, experienced an economic downturn and they could not see through their promise. Mm-hmm. And was beginning to bother me. When is this magazine going to happen? Mm-hmm. And being a woman of faith, I don't often associate like that, but I have to say publicly that's what I am. I reached out to Mr. Tunde Obasan, and as an answer to prayer, they have become one of our sponsors, RCCG in Edmonton. So mm-hmm. I'm desperately grateful. I'm passionately grateful. I'm sincerely grateful. And the words "thank you" is not enough to express the depth of my gratitude for RCCG, Bremer Chapel, Mr. Tunde Obasan, Zara Beauty Supply, Red Gold Hair. Shout out to you. Thank you for believing in this project. Indeed, the thing is, it's not enough to say you're promoting people. You need your core. You need your core to believe in you. Like you need people to say, I got you. Mm-hmm. All right. And that is what all of our sponsors, the Sarah Banik with ALSFI, she was on the show last week, Alternative Legal Agents. Yes, I'm desperately grateful, and thank you is not even enough. Most importantly, is our producer here, Mr. Dixon Maiden, and his wonderful wife. The support I get, what they do for LCC Media, I could not even pay them if I had the money. But obviously, if I had $1 million, that
$1 million is okay.
yeah. So I should not lie and say I cannot afford you with $1 million. That should get somewhere, shouldn't it? So I'm really grateful. Not just you, it's a charity that Ufoma Mwen is a charity that is dedicated to supporting victims of sickle cell anemia. She had sickle cell. Remember her when she came on the show?
Yeah, I remember her. She came on the show.
Yeah, sickle cell anemia, and she was able to get a transplant, some sort of infusion, and now she is sickle cell free. An incredible story. They're one of our sponsors on this magazine. There's Maria Jureco as well from Consultation Global. And I believe as the year goes on, we'll be doing a lot of collaborations with Consultation Global. They are an international workshop firm. Incredible people there. I'm going to pass this over to you, Dee. I've said my sponsorship. I'm desperately grateful. Thanks for making it a reality for me. Thanks for sticking your faith with mine. Thanks for being. Oh, last but not the least is TCIC. That's the Citadel International Church. Yes, sir, to the pastors there, Dee, when we say people got you, as in they got you, TCIC is, I think that for this family. And so I'm grateful for their support as well. They got us. Over to you, Dee. Where would you like to take this to?
So I want to see, the people who are watching this, are you engaged? If you're engaged, let's see where you're watching this from. So please comment where you're watching this from. And if this content is, if you're getting good information from this content, just type below where you're watching this from. And yeah, when you say tantalizers, I started getting hungry, eh?
Oh yeah, you should.
So I was like, we should try to see when they're open, then we can get some food there,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So since you said you're going there tomorrow, just let me know how the food is, then I can.
No, it's good. I've had their pepper soup, fish pepper soup. It's glorious. Therefore, if you don't know fish pepper soup, you like soup and fish. I don't know. It's really nice. It's refreshing. The taste is. I eat pepper. I'm a pepper person, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And the African suya as well. Try that, Dee.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll. They're like 5 minutes out from my house, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I like eating out for some reason. I don't eat at home. I do eat at home. So guys, don't go eat out a lot. But I'm just saying.
Okay, let's take a commercial break now. We'll be right back after this. Hey, if you're just tuning in, that video was made by our producer, Dee Maiden. And if you like to do a commercial for your business as well, we got you covered here at LCC Media, video commercials and the like. Have a listen to this or watch this and let me know what you think. Hey, we're back.
Oh yeah. So anyway, because this show always goes about, so when we do this show, it's going to be going for what, an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, since we have a little bit of time before your other guest shows up, because I know
Yeah.
that you always have couple guests on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So let's talk about relationships. Do you have anything you want to talk about relationships, and maybe we can help other people out there with our own thinking about relationships?
I mean, the thing is, I'm a single mom, D, and it's showing me it's taking 10 years on this journey to realize that I've been incredibly lucky because my daughter's father was not interested. And
Mhm.
I'm watching my friends go through custody nightmares and custody battles, and they're telling me, oh, you're the lucky one. And at the time, I didn't feel lucky. I felt really bad because I would have wanted, my daughter to have a relationship with her father, but he wasn't having any of it.
Okay.
So it's pretty interesting, yeah, it's right now. My heart is bleeding for a friend who's in the middle of a custody battle. So in terms of relationships, where do you want to take it, D?
Well, let's talk about how. So let's say, like right now, there's COVID-19, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you meet somebody. How how do you like? Here's the thing, because I was reading something about relationships on social media, and how are people gonna meet, and like, is it gonna be like a long distance relationship where they should live in the same city, or like how is it going to be? I'm just wondering, like, I know back home. I'll tell you something about back home. I left Zimbabwe when I was about 18, 19.
Yeah.
So back then, when you're dating, it was like, you ask a girl out, she takes about 6 months. She'd be thinking about if she want to go out with you,
Oh
maybe,
yeah.
right? And then she'd say yes, and then it was like a process. Like people were more patient back then. Now, with the generations, because we know that us millennials, we don't like to wait. We're naive. We want instant gratification, right? So how is it going to work out? I'm just thinking in my mind, like, how is it going to work out in terms of relationships? What do you think?
I think for starters, if you find a guy, instead of asking him for his number or instead of asking you, the first thing is, do you Zoom? I think that should be,
Oh, do you
that
have
should become the next.
to get COVID test first before you meet? Do you have to ask them, like, do you have to do the checklist? I went to a place, they do like the checklist. Have you traveled in the last 14 days?
Your temperature.
Or you check their temperature before they come in your house. Like, how do you do it? Like, I'm just wondering, like, right now with relationships, it's gonna be hard, for those, who are looking into dating.
I mean, there can't be any kind of kissing for starters because that's the first way to get the virus. So rule number one,
Hmm.
none of that.
Okay. So yeah, see, that's gonna be tricky like with millennials. I'm a millennial, and I'm telling you that, as a millennial, we don't like to wait. So
What do
like,
you mean?
maybe go to a COVID test first.
It takes doesn't it take 21 days to come back?
So which means that, okay, actually, I think it's a good thing because you have to wait 21 days to see if you really even want to date this person. So like, you get a grace period kind of thing. No?
You wait 21 days for a date?
Yeah. So like, you date a person and they say, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend. Then it'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll meet in 21 days. So you actually get enough time to prepare. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll say let's just Zoom first. Let's text first. And
Yeah.
in Nigeria, back in the day, we used to do the blood test, right? We
What's
used
that?
to check for whether or not you're sickle celled or
Oh, okay.
I mean, before things get serious, that's what one of the things they'll ask you to do. Check to see if you're blood compatible, your blood compatibility. I'm imagining, wow, other than Zoom and texting, 21 days is a decent time to wait. I don't know. I don't know. We should ask,
What do you think? Like, do you think people should be waiting 21 days before they do anything?
Let's put it out there. Let's ask our audience. Would you wait 21 days to go out with a girl?
I'm wondering, it's not like I want to go date anybody or anything like that because I have a woman. So I'm just asking for those guys or women who are out there, on dating apps.
Let me put that out there.
Like, are they advertising like wait 21 days before you meet a person? Make sure they have no COVID-19, That would be like, because back in the day, think about it. When you were dating a person, you would actually take your time, to know a person. So I think God want to show us that, what, sometimes some things you need to be patient, right? So to wait is the grace period, know if that person is right for you, right?
I mean, I suppose, like, I know schools are, Mr. Kenny is encouraging in-person schooling. And when school starts, I'm imagining there'll be stringent requirements of washing your hands or taking your temperature, etc. So I'm thinking if you meet someone for the first time, I mean, you're not hopping in bed with them straight away, are you? You do want to exercise the right kind of restraint and so on and so forth. And whether that be taking a test, a COVID-19 test, or whether that be let's just Zoom for a while,
or FaceTime, call, WhatsApp video,
or let's do WhatsApp video. And bad things happen on Facebook Live as well, No. On these silly video calls, I think people have more access to people because you can easily do video. Listen, let's not talk. Let's just video. You can see me. Oh, see me here, see me there. Show me, show me, show me. Things happen, right? So I don't know. What do you think?
I think people should wait 21 days.
You think people should wait?
That will actually give you time to think if you really want to be with the person.
All right.
Or if you want to be in a relationship or anything like that, or in a committed relationship, I think. Because, like, with what's going on in the world, you don't want to go meet somebody and then die with COVID. Imagine, just for a date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the 21 days, I'm all for it. Like, if that's the case, if you really have to wait, 21 days will be, the way to go.
I'm just really curious about those apps like Tinder, Facebook dating, where the mantra is, let's just do it. You meet someone today and you're in bed with them today. What happens to apps like that? Are they booming right now? Do you know?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, like, what can you really do, right? Because the COVID is there.
It is there.
And it's not something where we can ignore, because everybody knows people are dying with COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
And I just hope that it goes away soon enough, because we don't want, we don't want more people to get it.
Amen. Do you think it will go away soon?
Yes, I think so. If we keep doing the social distancing, if we keep washing our hands, making sure that you don't need to go outside if you don't need to. I know that they're opening schools. I know my son is going to grade 2. I don't know what's gonna happen, right? In schooling, because the schools are gonna open back in September, and then now kids are gonna go back to school, everything is going back to normal. Like, maybe it's just like if you die, you die, but make sure you try to protect yourself when you're out there.
I mean, would you let your son go back to school?
It's tricky because at the end of the day, like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm not really too keen on it. Like, I might homeschool him,
Right.
I don't know. Like, it's a really tricky situation right now because it's like mixed feelings about what's happening right now. Because even myself, I don't know. You can go outside to the mall and you touch a doorknob and you die. You get COVID. So it's really tricky. And kids love to touch stuff. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
So if you're watching these guys, we're just ranting about if you're getting into a new relationship, would you wait 21 days to make sure that the other person doesn't have COVID-19? Or would you, like, what would you be a take on that? Would you be waiting 21 days? Or you would actually do a date at the park where you make sure that you keep the distance 2 meters apart. But that's going to be annoying because you're going to be shouting at each other, hey, how are you? Like, you're 2 meters apart. That's actually a lot if you're, I don't know. Or maybe you can still meet, but make sure you're wearing face mask and all that. So what do you think, T? I saw in the news the province want to make sure that everybody wear mask when they go outside and all that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I support. I think if masks were mandatory, I think we'll feel safer.
Mm-hmm.
Just, in some people, it takes about 14 days to know whether or not it takes a while for this virus to grow in some people. Mm-hmm. Now, what if they spread it without knowing in that time? So if we say in indoor spaces, everyone wears a mask, then the limit, if I have it, I can give it to you. If mm-hmm. you have it, you can give it to me. Mm-hmm. Also, we have a lot of seniors out and about. We have minors, we have children. And I read that children, the data on children is that the virus is not going after them. The virus is not affecting children at a disproportionate rate as it's affecting seniors and vulnerable people. I get all that.
Yeah.
But I will feel more comfortable if more of us, wore masks in indoor spaces.
And are you wearing a mask right now when you go into indoor spaces?
When I go into stores, I do wear masks. Yeah. What happens sometimes is I get confused when I'm wearing and others are not. Like yesterday, lady came by. She came into the house and that was the right thing to do. She had a mask, but I was in the house. So I now go get a mask. And so that's what we're allowed to do. We're allowed to go wear masks. And then they said the thing was, the virus is now airborne. Oh.
What about those guys who wear? I don't know. Maybe it's me. It annoys me.
Yeah.
When I see someone driving by themselves and they're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
In a car, I don't know what's that about.
Like, maybe they don't want to forget, or maybe they don't want to forget to put it on, or maybe they feel that. I see that too. Maybe they are doctors; they're just too tired.
I don't know, but I just feel like, well, if you're by yourself, if you're going to walk out there in your car, drive in your car by yourself, why should you be wearing a mask? There's nobody else in your car, unless you're like an Uber driver or something. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, guys, we have about.
Let's take a break now, D. Let's take a small break, and when we come back, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk more about masks. Don't go away.
Okay.
Imagine having a business with absolutely no visibility online. Can you imagine losing money because you are absent from social media? Hello, my name is T, and I'm the founder of LadiesCorner Media. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to be afraid anymore, because my team and I are ready to begin the journey with you online. What can we do for you? We can get you the visibility that you need. We can get clients and customers to your doorstep. Losing money sucks, we all know that, but you can start the journey today to stop hemorrhaging financially. What do you need to do? Send us an email at info@ladiescorner.ca. We'll be happy to give you more information. The email again, info@ladiescorner.ca.
So I like that commercial, but people should understand the email changed.
Yes, sir.
That commercial, it's lccmedia@gmail.com. If you want to put a commercial on your content there.
Yeah, that's what we said by talking about we're doing a plugin for video creation business. Really what we want to do is to support small businesses in the city. If you want a bit more exposure and you want us to put in our commercial whilst we're doing our shows, yeah, we'll be happy to do that.
Because your video is going to get in front of 17,000 people, because we've reached over 17,000 people in Edmonton.
Oh, yeah.
Because we keep a track record on see how many people are actually getting reached with this content. So the best thing you can do is share the content, like the content, engage, right? If you can comment. And some of the times we want to bring people live so that you can explain your business if you do have one. Even there are some people who have products. We want to we want to invite people to showcase their products from their own homes, right? I think that will be another thing we're going to be doing soon, so that if you have a product, we want you to showcase your stuff, so that people can see what you're selling and where you're selling it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just reach out to lccmedialimited@gmail.com and we can come up with a plan which can help you to make sure that we can market this content for you, right?
Oh, yeah. You want me to play another advert?
Yes.
You want to carry on talking about COVID and what's if
I'm not too keen in talking about COVID-19, because it's getting really, really, every day you hear somebody talk about COVID-19. So it's like, I think the whole world knows about it now, and it's out there. We all know that. And we should put another commercial. The first one, the black cut gold with the logo.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Be right back. Hey, welcome back. This is LCC Media's Ladies Corner with T. We're expecting the CEO of Members Photography to come on. She's Edmonton's photographer. She's Abimbola Jibola. Now, LCC Media, we do several things. Dee was talking to you earlier about the workshop we've got coming up August 21st. We do magazines, and I showed the magazine earlier. We do video commercials. And one other thing we have going is the Yeg Show. The Yeg Show is day where we interview business people, men, especially, women do go on that show too, but Ladies Corner is exclusively for women. So the Yake Show is where we promote business owners and businesses in this city, and we'd like to promote your business too, either on this show or on the Yake Show.
So what I want to do, because we've been showing this barbershop, I want to see if we can get the owner of the barbershop to come live for 5 minutes.
Okay.
He can show us his barbershop live. So go on a commercial break. I'm going to give him a call and see if we can bring him live.
Okay, that's well. We've been pushing out his content all afternoon.
Then people can see the face behind the barbershop.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So give me a minute. I'll give him a call right now. Hi Russell.
Hey Russell, how are you?
How you guys doing there? Awesome job.
Hey.
I met some hardworking people.
Oh yeah.
Can you turn your phone like this?
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. So
I'm just being lazy. Look to the back there.
I'm gonna
awesome.
She's working, so I'm relaxing. I'm feeling like a king right now.
You should.
So I know a lot of people are watching right now. Can you tell us a little bit about your barbershop, how you came up to start that barbershop in the South Side?
Yeah, first of all, I'll just say a little bit about myself. I'm an entrepreneur, Russell Spear. And Mommy, can you put that down a little bit for me? The phone on that side. To the rack of my rack. No, come on. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to load the volume.
That's okay.
Yeah, so and as an entrepreneur coming up, I feel like most of the time is the fear that makes some of us not to grow and never achieve what we're trying to achieve in life. So I've been into the barbie and I seen a lot of things. I seen a lot of people that come in and struggling, saying like, oh, I need to start a business and how can I do it? I'm afraid and stuff like that. And I was that person before. So being afraid to start a business, being afraid to get in front of the camera, and the king, the boss, the entrepreneur, the advisor, everything sitting right there, have to beat the fear of me to get in front of the camera and stuff like that. So I came up with the idea. I said, you know what, I'm going to have a barbershop, but it's not just going to be a barbershop. It's going to be an inspiration place. And thank God that I have somebody close to me that will be able to get this going. So I said, look, D, let's get this going. And this is the idea. And I'm opening the barbershop. And this is what I want to be done in the barbershop. And as God could have it, he was there. And then, so I decided to open the barbershop now in 118 because it's every time in life, if you want something new, then you have to come with a new idea. You have to come up. And a lot of people will ask me still, why you decide to open the barbershop far away from the north side? You live in the north side and stuff like that. I said, I want new thing. And I'm trying to bring something different into the barbie industry. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure that, I know what people talk to me about when it comes to the barbershop. There's so many fear, relationship, business, social life. There's so many things. So, I said I'm gonna open a barber shop and I'm just gonna do it as a combo. Burger has everything in it. So you got the idea of intellectual and let some of the things that's going on there, promotion for business. We got our young pretty sister right there, you know. So it's just a package for every one of us. So I think this is a good start, and I would just want to say thank you to you guys for making this to come to life. It's not easy.
So I'm gonna ask you, because I know I had this story before, but I know there's somebody watching right now who doesn't know your story. How you worked in Liberia and how you came up to be in Canada right now. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
It's a story that sometimes I don't want to talk about it, but like I said, he got me talking about this story. When I explained my story to him for the very first time, he said, "Look, you got a story. This is you. This is your image. This is you. So you got to come out and don't be afraid to say this. You know, I'm from a country with 15 years of civil war. I saw what happened. I saw people killing people. I saw so many things. I was traumatized. I saw so many lives. And I said, so many lives going. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to leave. It's time for me to change my location. It's time for me to get something good for myself. So I left Liberia. I went to the nearby country, and it was hard. My destination was to get to Senegal, and I have to walk 14 days in the bush, in the forest, to be able to get there and to be able to sit here today in this chair, in the barber chair, and saying to myself, I own a business. Me and my wife, we get it somewhere. It was not easy. So my story, because of D, now my story is building me up. He was able to bring that out of me. It was something I never thought on. He said, look, your story is the one that make you. Your story is the one that build you up. So my story is putting me here today, that I'm feeling like, okay, you know what, it's time for me to do something for myself and stuff like that. And behind every man, you got to get that strong woman, that woman that when you feeling down and feeling so confused, that sit there and comfort you and stuff like that. And all of that, I have that energy, I have that support from my woman, I have that support from my friend, who is my mentor to D, and this is it, man.
Oh, well done.
So that's very powerful. And that story, every time you tell that story, I tell people that, you know what, you think you have it hard, but there are people who struggle more than you do, and
Yes.
for you to give up now, it's not even a choice, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I just wanted you to touch base on it. I know that we're gonna have a show on Sunday, and I know his second guest is in the queue.
I will just throw a few words so that whosoever, so many people that are watching up, turn on. Let's talk at the barbershop, inspiration at the barbershop. My topic, because what I do, what I like to talk about is what I'm going to be talking about, inspiration and stuff like that. So D is all about business, financial, it help you to grow and stuff like that. I'm an inspiration person, so I will be talking about mentor. One of the things in life that we as a people think that word mentor, I call it pills. It's the best pills in life. When you have a mentor in your life, it's so many things. When you're feeling down, you call somebody to talk to you. You call somebody to empower your spirit, to get you going. So mentor, I'm going to be talking on mentor. What is the main reason, and is what is it? Everybody need a mentor in your life. You need a mentor. You need somebody to guide you. And it don't have to be somebody that rich, somebody that poor, somebody that older than you, or somebody that younger than you. It's all about somebody who can see vision, who know life, who understand life, who understand direction of life. So mentor, I'm going to be talking about mentor. So it's just a few tips on mentor. So turn up on the corner of this month.
That's the thing. And T is gonna be joining us too on Sunday. So at the end of the day, if you are feeling low, if you're feeling that you might have a struggle, you want to get over, this is the platform to be on, because at the end of the day, there are people like you who struggled, who faced the struggle before, who faced the adversity. So it's time to tune in and actually realize that, you know what, there are people out there who are doing amazing things.
I mean, I heard the first episode, Russell, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I think what you're doing is phenomenal. We need more Black men out there telling their story, owning their narratives. We need you inspiring this present generation and indeed the next. And when you say you walk 14 hours through the Sahara,
14 days.
14 days.
oh
14
my
days.
God. I can't comprehend that 14 days and you're still alive.
Yes.
I mean, that's you should write a book.
Yeah.
That's content for a book or documentary or some series.
Yeah. So now I'm sorry for cutting you off. D had me now thinking about something. So I called him my whole life now. I call him 14 to 14 to success. So 14 days in the bush, 14 days on the street, and yeah, I am today.
Look at you. You make us Russell Pratt. And we've been playing your video. You're always big time.
I know.
Back to back.
Yeah. So the queen are making me feel like a king. She's doing the work when I'm sitting there and talking to you guys.
Can you take us around your barbershop? You want to show us what it looks like?
Okay. Definitely, I will do that. I will start from outside, just the front, a little bit, and I will go far away from the internet. So
okay.
Yeah. So that's outside here.
Yeah.
And this is it.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take you guys inside.
Oh, your camera froze. Probably the.
So that's the inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the boss is still, she always want to see the place tidy, so she always doing something.
Oh well. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the barbershop. Go Black Empire Cuts, Edmonton, 81 70 50th Street. It's where we do everything. Get the best haircut and get the best braid. And we also sell shoes and stuff. We also have a dry clean. So this is the first barbershop that have a dry clean for shoes. So you come here and get your hair cut at the same time you get your shoes clean. So all your shoes don't have to be dirty again. You don't need to walk to the store, buy yourself a brand new shoes. Drop off your shoes, pick it up the next day, and it's all fresh, clean, and smelling good for you to wear again.
All right. Thank you very much.
We're gonna have to let you go.
Not yet.
And see me, I'm gonna. You want me to stay on? I'm gonna go.
No, D, you stay right where you are. I'm going to introduce my guest. Russell will let you go. D, you stay right.
Okay, thanks for having me, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome, Russell.
I'm gonna just put a commercial on and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then we come on. Yes, sir. You do it. Hey, welcome back to LadiesCorner with T. She's Edmonton's photographer. She is a visual storyteller of love and beauty. She is Abby Ajibola, and she joins us on LadiesCorner to talk about Memo's photography. This is our photography business. Hi, Abby. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hi, Dee. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. So I suppose what people want to know is tell us about life before photography and how you got into photography. How is it that this is what you do?
Yeah, so for me, it's a bit of a long journey. I in Nigeria there was youth service. So once you're done with your university, you're expected to serve, and so I had a long wait for whatever reason. It wasn't yet time for us to go, so we had 7 months to wait. And incidentally, it was an ex-schoolmate of mine who said, "Oh, she was coming to Lagos. That was where I was to learn photography from this person." And I happened to know the person, and I was like, "Oh, really? That sounds nice." And I was living around the corner. I was like, "Okay, I could join in." And that was how I actually got into it. But I generally always liked pictures, right? I'd always just, in school, they used to tease me with my friends who were passing my like, "Let's take a picture today," and all of that stuff. So that pretty much has been me. And then, so pretty much for the past 11 years, I've been in photography. And so that's how I got into it, basically.
And this is what you do full time?
Yes, right now, this is what I do. So when I was done with my, so I had always been doing it on a part-time basis. I started it as, just for fun. I learned it, I enjoyed it, and I kept building up on it. And so but I still continued myself on the career path, when I was done with university and pursuing what I wanted to do. So I basically started my career as a strategist, business intelligence, those sort of things, research and all of that. And so I was doing that, and I was doing photography by the side. But then, as I just kept doing that. But as I got married and started having children, I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to. But one part of me just wasn't ready to let go. I just wasn't ready to let go of that and just face career full time. And, where you can just, I felt like I'm in between two worlds. And I actually enjoyed what I did both ways. I enjoyed what I did in the office, and I also enjoyed doing photography. So I kept juggling it all the while, sometimes more than others. A few times I wasn't as focused on it as much, but then I just didn't let go of any. And so, but now, on moving to Canada a year ago, I decided that this was an opportunity for me to start afresh. And so I told myself, even though I'd stay pursuing my professional certification, which I'd wanted to do a while back, certified business analysis professional, which I did, and I thought I would still try to juggle both. But then I told myself, look, you only live once, right? So don't let the fear of job security, don't let the fear of, just wanting to do what everyone would normally do hold you back. So I decided it was worth the risk. I was confident in my abilities, and I just took the plunge. I just decided to go for it, and that's how I ended up full time.
And that is a huge leap of faith, Abby. Being able to follow your destiny. Okay, I want to do this. I want to work for myself. Mm-hmm. What could have held you back if you didn't go on this path?
So many things, because the truth is, we all have different personalities. My personality is, I'll say I'm risk neutral. I won't say I'm risk averse. I take calculated risks. So it's typically not my kind of person to just, because you've been used to that kind of life where you do your work. I'm one person for efficiency. I'm one person for fairness. Even while working, I always made sure that no matter what, I gave my my organization the best, because it's not the business what I do on the side, and I cannot, because I run a business, affect my work. So there are times I'll sleep, several times I'll sleep 12, 2 a.m., whatever, because I have a deliverable for a client. So for me, there were two separate worlds. It would be very tough, because for the client, it's not his business that I do a full-time job. It's my choice. And for my organization, it's not their business either. So I try to give my best both ways, which of course was very tough. But thankfully, I had a lot of support. But so what could have held me back was that security that no matter how it goes, you always get a salary, and coming to a new country where things are so different. Everyone is always so surprised when clients come and they say, you've not been here a year. I say, yeah. And they're like, oh, wow. Like, why would you, it's just so odd. You typically just come. Even people that were not working back in Nigeria or back whatever their country was from, they would first start with a job. But I'm going to say it's also just out of my bravery, to be honest, because I had a lot of support from my husband.
Right.
And thankfully, on getting here, that definitely helped, because I might not really have been able to focus on this, because the way business goes and you have to start building and all that.
Yeah.
He had a job on getting here.
Okay.
So that gave a level of comfort that no matter what, the basic needs and things are being met. And so mine on the side is just to start building and use the opportunity. So I mean, I was going to get a job and all that, and then later he just said, you know what, just go for it, just go for it, and
see what's inside.
Yeah.
Has Edmonton been good to you? Has it been a good ride then?
Oh yeah, it hasn't been bad at all. I actually live in St. Albert, but of course,
Okay.
yeah. So it's kind of like most of my posts and stuff I put Edmonton because it's the biggest city, is where most people are and all that. And I would say 99% of my clients are from Edmonton, also because the few people I know are also from there. It's really not been bad at all. It's been quite good, to be honest. I've met so many, and that's one of the beauty I enjoy from what I do. I get to meet so many people. So many people that end up becoming acquaintances and friends, and I just tease. I'm like, oh, I've been here for a short while, and I know 1, 2, 3. I know this kind of people here and there. So, I mean, people have been very fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, they've been very supportive. I mean, it's a different market. Many people might not be so used to what it is I offer, and so a lot of education also has to come in. Because, they wonder, they're like, oh, it's just photography, or they think, oh, Walmart and all of that stuff. And I'm like, nah, it's completely different. So they're getting exposed and getting used to the kind of things I do, and, accommodating for sure.
Okay, so it says you're a visual storyteller. What is that?
Yeah, so, with the way technology is right now, anybody can start taking pictures.
It's true.
Yeah, it's so easy. And then the technology is such that the pictures will come out so good in terms of technicality. They're technically perfect. You've got right exposure, you've got sharpness, you've got your colors and everything popping. But where I come in, what is different about me is that I tell a story in my pictures. I'm not just about taking pictures. I'm about, creating memories, helping you remember the emotions behind it. And that's where I come in. I bring out the emotions you like to see. I bring out things that, a lot of people come to me when at interesting times in their lives, when they're having a baby, for maternity shots, for newborn shots. So I try to make sure that I capture those moments and tell those stories they want to remember in the future. So that's why I say, I'm a storyteller. So, you look at your, pictures I've taken you the past 5 years, and you can really see a story in there. So yes.
That's true. So I must ask you then, what has been the most intense story you've told from a photo shoot?
Oh, well, I can't think of any one in particular right now in terms of intensity. But what I can definitely say is seeing the growth in families. That's one of the most heartwarming things for me. So there's a client I did have back then, and how I even eventually, because I started doing wedding photography and all of that stuff before really closing down to my niche of portrait photography and children. So then she told me, oh, there was this photographer who took her pictures, and for whatever reason, she had paid full time, he had full money, and he hadn't given them the pictures. So she asked if I could just work on the pictures for her, edit them, and produce albums and everything. And so I did, and then they gave me pictures all from the introduction to the wedding, the trad and everything, and I did some really large, beautiful albums for them. And so he just basically become my lifetime customer till I left Nigeria. So from her first baby when she was, so we had this Watch Me Grow sessions, which I always encourage people to do. So the baby, since she was 5 days, I've been taking her pictures at 5 days, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. Aww. And then, at the end of the 1 year, you do one nice, beautiful album of, so it's a Watch Me Grow. So you really see how the baby's transitioning, there's so much consistency and all of that. Yeah. And then, of course, the 1 year party, I also do that. So I did that for her first child. I did that for her second child as well. Aww. Luckily, the second child was already one before I left. So I was able to do both for her. That for me is really what it's about.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Just thinking about it now. That's beautiful memories. So how do you market? How, from St. Albert's, I think about St. Albert's. I've been there several times. I think rich people live in this area. Now the market all the rich, interested in people of St. Albert's.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think for me, I have just been living off the available market in terms of, to be honest, many of my clients have come to me. And what has helped me has been my Instagram profile, that from the moment I knew I was coming to Canada, I started becoming more deliberate about my photography. As a matter of fact, it was, about my child photography. So I stayed focused. I knew that, okay, so from the onset, my plan and my dream was to focus on this full-time once I get here.
Yeah.
So I became very deliberate about it. I started building my online presence, particularly Instagram, which was very popular among Nigerians.
Oh, yeah.
And so on getting here, I also started pushing for that posting, using my hashtags, looking at people, not stalking, but trying to, know the people in my environment and somehow caught their attention, and then from one person to the other. And the good thing is when you do good work and you're consistent, people just keep following you. People keep telling others about you. I've had several clients that will say, oh, this person told me about you, and then they become good clients. The person that even told them has not even patronized me, maybe because they don't have a need for it yet.
At the
But
time.
they just like, no, you have to use this lady. Oh, this lady definitely has what you want, So I get so much of that. And so, yeah, so Instagram has been great for me, I'm not going to lie. And I of course, coming here, I like to do things properly. I like to do things professionally. Also, given the fact that I've worked in international organizations for 10 years,
Yeah.
I'm conscious of how things should be done. I don't think the fact that I work by myself, as an entrepreneur, means that some things should be mediocre, if you get what I mean. While you're building, I think as much as you can be excellent in what you do. So I decided that, okay, here, the website is so important. I'm going to take somebody more seriously if I say website than if I just say social media profile.
Oh, yeah.
So I sat down and I built my website. I did that in about 9 days. Everyone says, like, wow, did you do this personally or professionally? I'm like, yeah, I just did it myself. So I built my website, got my business card, tried to also interact, get very social, get going out of my way. I remember going to a church one day and then I saw a pregnant lady and I just said, after the service, I'm like, oh, I'm a photographer. I take blah, blah, blah. And I give her my cash. I was like, okay, thank you. The way anybody would do, courtesy. And I just moved on. That's something I ordinarily would not have done before. But that consciousness that, look, you've got to do the work. As an entrepreneur, you've got to do everything by yourself as you start. And so I'm like, I've got to do this. And maybe we exchange text once or twice after that. And a few months down the line, oh, I've got my baby, let's go for the photo shoot and everything. And then, it just came. So, yeah, so that's, I'm definitely more deliberate about being social, more deliberate about going to places where I think I can meet people. And more recently, particularly for St. Albert, because I'm now trying to focus even more on St. Albert, because I realized that, look, while there might be more people in Edmonton, I shouldn't limit myself to the fact that, that's where I will likely get patronage, right? So I'm being more deliberate here by getting more involved in my Facebook group in St. Albert. Schools have been on at home for a while. So I'm also wanting to be more deliberate about in getting involved in things that happen in my children's schools, daycare and everything. So because for me, those are also my target market, right? So as much as possible, get into those communities.
That's beautiful. I like when you say you are deliberate. How have you deliberately survived COVID then?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question because everything is about COVID right now. Well, to be honest, it hadn't been so easy, particularly because of my children.
How do you do a photo shoot when the virus is airborne?
Yeah.
How do you stay safe?
So of course, earlier when it was very intense, I did nothing because everyone was, we didn't know what was going on and all that. So it was, those first few months. Besides, my children were home. My husband was working full time from home. So someone had to take care of them. So March and April, I didn't do much. But as May came along, people started getting a bit more comfortable. Of course, you take all necessary precautions and disinfect as much as you can. Make sure the client I'm attending to is not, checks all those marks, no fever, no recent travels and all of that stuff. As much as possible, I avoid touching when it has to do with kids and just tell the parents to position the child. And I just take the photos. Obviously, before they come out, I've done the setup and everything. And then, I use a mask as well. And it's been good. So it's been, it was definitely tough earlier, but it's been better. It's definitely been better the last few weeks and months. I've been quite busy, to be honest.
Well, that's really good. Abby, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, tell us where we can find out about Memo's photography.
Okay,
Don't go away.
yeah.
Imagine having a business with absolutely no visibility online. Can you imagine losing money because you are absent from social media? Hello, my name is T, and I'm the founder of LadiesCorner Media. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to be afraid anymore, because my team and I are ready to begin the journey with you online. What can we do for you? We can get you the visibility that you need. We can get clients and customers to your doorstep. Losing money sucks, we all know that, but you can start the journey today to stop hemorrhaging financially. What do you need to do? Send us an email at info@ladiescorner.ca. We'll be happy to give you more information. The email again, info@ladiescorner.ca.
Oh, I ended rather abruptly. LCC Media at lccmedialimited@gmail.com. That's the email. If you're just joining us, thank you. Please like and share our content. We've got Abia Jibola. She's the CEO and founder of Memo's Photography. She is a visual storyteller, and she joins us to explain our business model, and she invites you to patronize her, because that's what we do at this with Ladies Corner. We highlight a business and we try to give it as much visibility as we can, and we encourage our audience to check out your website, to check you out, and so on and so forth. What inspires you, Abby, to keep going? Is that your husband, your children, God Almighty, or you're just a very resilient person?
Well, inspiration. I think my children is one of that. I grew up the influence of my mom. I grew up seeing my mom, and that's one of the reasons I was able to juggle entrepreneurship and paid employment for 10 years. My mom was always busy. She was a secondary school teacher and principal very early in her career, but she was always doing something, either selling fabric, selling food. She was always finding other ways to make money. So it never made sense to me to just sit down and just earn a salary. That for me, that vision I had of her made it, so it was something like I'd seen happen. It was something possible. There was no big deal to it, right? And my mom will always say one of her favorite quotes is tough times don't last, tough people do, so that definitely inspires me. And I want my children to see me that way, and I encourage them when sometimes they say, oh, this is too tough, I don't like to do this, I don't want to do this. I'm like, yeah, but you've got to. And then, they can also use that example and look at what I have been able to do in my life, how I'm also able to go through all of that. Interestingly, yesterday I was at the studio really late, and so my little son since COVID comes with me a couple of times to just help. And so he was saying, "Mommy, why do you do photo shoots when it's so much hard work?" Why not? He said, "Race car driving is so much easier and they get a lot of money."
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, don't worry, it's gonna be better soon, but he sees all that I do, and these children, they absorb everything they see. So that for me is definitely inspiration. My mom and my kids, and also wanting to be better, wanting to do better. I always like to challenge myself. I'm never okay with, I'm one of my greatest critics. I always want to learn. So I just feel like if I see other people doing it, then I can do it. Not necessarily just comparing myself in terms of competition, but challenging myself to be better and do better. I don't want to look at the end of my life and say, I wish I did this. Like I said, which is the reason I decided to go into entrepreneurship. I'm like, you know what? My certificate is there. My abilities are there. All my certifications are there. If I choose tomorrow that, okay, this is not for me, I've been there, done that, and it's not working, I can always go back tomorrow, get a job, and move on. Right. So that's definitely one of the things for me.
So how do you market your business then? You've talked about Instagram, your website.
Yes. So at every opportunity I talk about my business. Something like this. Like I said, when I network, when I meet people as well, I definitely talk about it. I don't do it's definitely something I want to do a bit more on. Probably this year, to get more deliberate, attract the kind of clients I want, and that I think, because truth is, a lot of people may like what you do, but they may not be your ideal clients, right? So I also want clients that can value my work and definitely will be happy to pay for it. So I'm grateful for the ones I have, but I also want to be more deliberate in reaching out to people. Like I said, getting very involved in my community. That is so key because it's the person they know. Like people always say, which is so true. People buy from people. They don't buy from companies. They don't buy from names. They buy from people, and it has to be people they know, like, and trust. So first of all, I need to get people to know me, to like me, and to trust me. That is one of the big things for me. That's one of my big goals. I was on a course, an entrepreneurship course earlier this year, and my plan was, it was up till March, just about the time COVID. That was when it ended, and my plan was, we'll go out, meet people, network, get visibility, get involved as much as possible, so that top of the mind awareness. When they think of photography, I want them to be thinking of Abby, of Memo's Photography. When they think of, beautiful newborn pictures, I want them to think of me. But if they don't see me and they don't know me, there is no way. So sometimes you may have such a fantastic product, but nobody knows about it. Not because you're not better than even the ones that are probably making more sales, but because you are not visible. They don't see you. They don't know you, which is also what you talked about in the commercial, where you talked about the fact that, you bring people to the limelight. So yes, collaborations. Also, collaborations is one of the big things I'm also looking to do, with collaborations with charities, that carry children charities and all that kind of stuff. Definitely is one of the things I'm looking at. Yeah, so basically just to be known, just to be all around, for people to know me and recognize my work. That's for sure.
You're pretty amazing yourself, Abby, because this is me taking notes copiously, and I've got to get it all down. So, you're speaking with so much wisdom and sense right now, Abby. And whose work has influenced you the most?
Yeah. Okay. I kind of like in between two genres. So for newborn photography, I definitely love Kelly Brown. I listen to her so much. I buy courses from her. I love the way she does her with so much grace. And so Kelly Brown for me for newborn photos. And for portrait photography, Sue Bryce. That's one of the people I very much love. She just does, her work easy with excellence. I love the kind of, she specializes in photographing women, and so yeah, that is one of the things I love. Yeah, so those two.
Beautiful. So the final question tonight is: what is the one thing you wish you knew when you started out?
I thought about that. One thing I wish I knew. Well, maybe I would say one thing I wish I might have been more deliberate about. Not necessarily, well, maybe new, yeah, because there's head knowledge and there's actually knowing and realizing, right? That you've got to keep focusing on yourself and improving. There's one thing about, especially for something that is so visual like photography, it's so easy to get distracted and look around. Oh, this person is so good, and then you keep beating yourself down. Oh, blah blah blah, and then you're focusing less on you, and not spending as much time building up on yourself. And that's one of the things for me, which I also decided this year to be so deliberate about. Mind your business, literally. Literally mind your business. And I've heard this said by mentors and people that are there and that you look and admire, which is so true. Mind your business. And because when you now begin to mind your business and not look at other people, you begin to focus on, there are so many things you want to improve on in your own business. There's so many things that, apart from even the skill, administrative wise, customer relationship management, building your staff. There's so many things you want to do, but you're spending half the time beating yourself down by comparing yourself with every other person, and it's just not helping. So for me, yeah, I think that would definitely be it. Realizing that just and you're going to get there for sure. Yeah, like one of my friends says, she says, be so good that you can't be ignored. I'm all for for continuous improvement. But sometimes you get distracted every now and then. But literally minding my business is one thing I wish I picked up much earlier. Seems there's a connection issue right now.
I don't know what happened to T there. She kind of got disconnected. Eh? Okay,
Yeah, so.
She's back.
Okay, great.
I'm really sorry about that. We've had internet outages, and I'm doing this from my sister's house, and she has the best internet connection I know. So, well, these things happen, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So the question before then was that who influences you, inspires you? What was the one thing you wish you knew when you started taking pictures?
Okay, yeah. So like, yeah, what I said is in terms of, I would say this more in terms of entrepreneurship or being a photographer, is just minding my business, like I said, focusing on my own thing, getting inspired by other people and learning from them, but not beating myself down and feeling less skilled or less talented. And I think, yeah, in line with that, it will be to say that I read this book. I'm not done with it though. Outliers, where they talked about the 10,000 rule. And you realize that really no one is particularly talented in that sense. They've just put in so much work in what they do. And so you clock 10,000 hours doing something. I mean, literally, I mean, usually you're like a global expert in that. So just keep on keeping on, keep on doing what you do, keep on improving yourself, keep on dedicating time to what it is that you love. There's really no one talented person that is because they were born with that talent. That's why they're so good. So mind your business by investing your time, investing your money, your energy, focusing and not looking around and comparing yourself to every other person because it's not really going to get you there.
And I wonder, you live probably on Instagram as well. Are you able to do that when Instagram is that a fake reality?
Oh, yeah, I've got to tell you though, it's so tough. But for my business, I'll probably not be on Instagram. I tell you that. You know, I literally have to put myself, walk myself up sometimes. Of course, when I've got, I mean, for the past few days, I've not posted. I try to post 3 times a day, you know, because the way the algorithm and everything works. And of course, you, like I said, top of mind awareness. People have to keep seeing you to remember you. And that has definitely worked for me. And so I'm not going to drop that. But one of the things I've started doing recently, I did that earlier, but I want to do more focus, is to schedule my posts and to be more deliberate about the time I spend. So it's not like every time just go to Instagram. And I also try to direct my clients, my customers to other channels like my email address. I try to direct them to my website and all. So those are avenues where you don't necessarily expect me to respond on the go. You know, usually within 24 hours, you're going to get a response. It's more professional. I can track it a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, but usually I initiate conversations from Instagram and all of that. So Instagram is definitely doing a lot for me, but I keep working. It's work in progress. I keep working on it not to control my life, not to control my time. Yeah. And really, it's tough. Sometimes when I feel like maybe sometimes if I feel like, oh, I'm not getting good vibes from maybe following a particular person or whatever, I mean, just mute or unfollow or whatever, because my own sanity is more important, right? But every now and then I get inspiration. I think at what's going on, because in an industry also you don't want to be behind in terms of development and new things happening. So I get a lot of it, but I try to control myself. It's work in progress. And try not to, and I remind myself that, look, people put their best foot forward. So everything you see, even in terms of photography, like I am now, everybody's not going to put all the pictures they took. So you may have a whole session of 3 hours and they put just 2 or 3 pictures from that session. Of course, in my session or 2, I will get fantastic pictures on that level, and then you put everything and you're comparing your own bad ones with their best.
It's true. I think that's a more stable way to deal with Instagram. Otherwise, you know, you wreck yourself or become an emotional
wreck. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Your memoirs photography, Abby Ajibola. Where can people connect with you?
Okay, yeah. So you can go to my website, memoirsphotography.ca. That's MEMOIRS photography, PHOTOGRAPHY. Memoirsphotography.ca. And also on Instagram, I'm there at memoirs_photography. So that's MEMOIRS, memoirs_photography. Also on Facebook, I'm there as my Facebook page is Memoirs Photos. So if you do facebook.com/Memoirs Photos, you're going to see me there too. But if you basically go to my website or my Instagram page, my website, memoirsphotography.ca, all my links are there, or my Instagram page as well. And if you want to shoot me an email, you can just write an email to me at that's Abby, ABI at memoirsphotography.ca. You can reach me there.
Awesome. Abby, want to say thank you for your time tonight and for taking the plunge to come on Ladies Corner. And I hope, the session has been good for you as it has been to me writing.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure. I was so excited when you reached out to me. And I think it's such a great work you're doing, bringing people forward and also, investing in others, and it's so fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. I definitely want to watch this again because it's been a turning point for me too.
All right. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. We're going to take a break now. And when we come back, we'll have Dee who's going to finish up today's show for us. Don't go away. Hello again. Welcome back to Ladies Corner. Oh my God, we've had a show for you today.
Yes.
Over to you, Dave. Finish it for us.
Yeah, guys. So it's been 2 hours, almost 30 minutes, and we've been live. So as you're watching today, I just want to say this: if you have a business, if you want to market something on Facebook, don't hesitate to reach out to LCC Media. And we'll be glad to work with you, help you market your business. That's about it. And you're gonna catch us tomorrow again. We're gonna be live 8 p.m. and it's gonna be a different show. So yeah, that's about it.
See you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Like and share.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Imagine having a business with absolutely no visibility online. Can you imagine losing money because you are absent from social media? Hello, my name is T, and I'm the founder of LadiesCorner Media. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to be afraid anymore because my team and I are ready to begin the journey with you online. What can we do for you? We can get you the visibility that you need. We can get clients and customers to your doorstep. Losing money sucks, we all know that, but you can start the journey today to stop hemorrhaging financially. What do you need to do? Send us an email at info@ladiescorner.ca. We'll be happy to give you more information. The email again, info@ladiescorner.ca.